So here we are, and it's the beautiful month of May here at Avena Botanicals farm. And the magnolia behind me is one of my most favorite blooming trees here on this farm. And we moved here 30 years ago on May 18th, 1995, which is amazing to me that we've been here for 30 years. And I planted this magnolia over 25 years ago. So she's just so beautiful in her flowers. And the hummingbirds who are returning, they love to land and sit on the top of the magnolia blossoms. And we are celebrating Avena being 40 years old this year. I am amazed when I think back that in 1985, I wrote Avena's first little mailer catalog, and I went to the Common Ground Fair that 40 years ago was in Windsor, Maine. So I want to have a deep bow to the Common Ground Fair, which continues. And that was where Avena first came out into the world. So I just am taking a pause this year to really reflect upon particularly my herb teachers who have been so important to me. And this is the first herb book that I ever had. This is written by Juliet de Berkeley-Levy, who lived to be 96. There's a beautiful documentary about her life called Juliet of the Herbs, which if people have not seen it, you can see it. And this was the first art book that really inspired me on my path. I got this book in the late 1970s. And at that point, I had already been learning a lot about dandelion and chickweed and valerian and other common herbs that just grow around us, violets. And then when I read Juliet's book, she just really inspired me to know that this was the path that I wanted to devote my life to helping people and animals heal with plants, know the plants they live around, know how to grow healing plants, know how to gather plants, know how to give gratitude to the plants. So I have seen a lot shift and change in these 40 years, from herbal medicine being something that not many people really knew about, kind of in the wider mainstream world. It's also a moment to really honor, like, we are on the land of the Penobscot people here in what is now called Maine, and the indigenous people of what we know of as Turtle Island, of North America, of all three of the Americas. There's so much wisdom that has been held in understanding the wisdom of the plants, their healing qualities, understanding so much about the ecosystems where people live. So this is a great bow to my walking in the footsteps of many, 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 many generations of people who have gone before me. So we are going to be doing a number of different events here at Avena, the herb walks that I'll continue to do. And also on June 25th, we'll be sending out more information, but I'm going to do a celebration here and some really celebrating hummingbirds and the little hummingbird book that I've just written that is being published now, and other events. So we look forward to seeing some of you here and celebrating Avena's 40th anniversary. And the other person I really wanted to honor, and I wanted to just read a beautiful quote of hers, is from the Healing Herbs for Women book that I wrote and published in 1995. And Adele Dawson, who was a very special herbalist and incredible artist and a peace activist. She lived in Marshfield, Vermont, and she took me under her wing when I was in my early 20s, and I learned so much from her about gardening and about being a good human being. And so I wanted to end with a quote from Adele Dawson, and this is from her book, Health, Happiness, and the Pursuit of Herbs. And her words have really guided me these 40 years. And she says, a garden, small or large, like a nuclear or extended family, gives us a protected, friendly place to grow. Not only to grow herbs in a way compatible with nature, but to grow in our own psychic awareness, to cultivate our potential for being sensitive and responsible citizens of the planet and grateful caretakers of our inherited treasures. So this is a big thank you to so many elders and teachers Adele and Juliet being two of them that have inspired me in my life, and the plants who I will always bow to in so much gratitude for their generosity, and for our beautiful Mother Earth, who is so generous to us every day. So thank you all for all the ways that you have supported Avena and that you keep spreading the word about us as a small apothecary and beautiful biodynamic gardens in Maine, just doing our best to help people. So thank you all.